Ahoy swabs! Captain Jeff the Pirate here, at your service. And welcome to another episode of Captain Jeff Reviews and Questions Adventure Time. Today's episode, Nemesis. A trend I've been noticing as of late is that Finn and Jake have been the focal point of the show for so long, but now so many other characters begin their own episodes, with only Finn and Jake being as a mentioned or afterthought, or just maybe a one or two time appearance. This is gonna be that episode. It opens that night in the Candy Kingdom, and we see a mysterious donut man on his way to a mysterious encounter. After getting through a checkpoint, he goes and attends like a meeting of the truth seekers or whatever. It'd be led by Starchy, who is trying to find news about the unnatural, probably for his radio talk show in the evening. So it consists of him, the donut man, one of the doctors from the palace, and a banana guy with a Groucho Marx nose and mustache. So the donut man produces some kind. It looks like a baby monitor with a pickle taped to it. It's supposed to disrupt alternate dimensions. When then suddenly someone says it'd be interesting what kind of device he'd be working with. And over sitting in the corner is this mysterious figure who's called the Peace Master. He looks like I guess he's like the Adventure Time equivalent of Van Helsing. Now, during this whole meeting, Starchy says that the meeting be something that the princess has no idea about, but clearly you see her watching it on a hidden monitor. Peacekeeper then proceeds to say that there be a great evil in the Candy Kingdom, and he knows it be everywhere, and it be watching. As he says this, he pulls the hidden camera out from the light fixture and reveals it to all. He says, "I know you're watching evil, and I will find you and I will stop you," and then destroys the camera. Now, while this be going on, Princess Bubblegum freaks and thinks that he be after her, and all this time Peppermint Butler be there just wondering what be going down. So, the Peacekeeper proceeds to leave, and that's when things get really crazy. So, Princess Bubblegum declares a red alert, and she decides to go try to summon the troops and get ready for action. And Peppermint Butler, he decides he has to go do something too. Peacekeeper, he's seen driving around town in a minivan with his 3 children. They be asking "Daddy, can we go to the Dark Arts Festival tomorrow?" He's like, "No, daughter, I be fighting to stop the dark arts and to destroy the evil." His van crashes. He thinks it's the fault of the evil, so he drives off swearing revengeance. And this whole time we see Pepper Butler looking at him going, "Err." So Princess Bubblegum tries to call Finn or Jake or Sir Rattleballs, but they be busy in a holding your breath while underwater training / contest thing. So that ain't working. So she heads to the war room to try to get the banana guards in order with all of the now unretired old candy corn general. But of course her efforts be. So the general basically says you can't teach a butterfly how to swim or whatever. He's showing how the banana guards are pretty much very incompetent. He even asks where all the robot Rattleballs went, and she's like, they're not here anymore. You keep up the good work. I'll go this way. Yeah, so way to go, Princess Bubblegum. Even one of your underlings is aware of how efficient the Rattleballs were until you got rid of them. So anyway, she says she's gonna keep trying to find Finn and Jake, and she tells that to Peppermint Butler. She's like, "Yeah, take your time." So what be Peppermint Butler doing? Well, he be getting ready to face his nemesis, hence the title. Once again, he be doing a mythical, magical chant, because apparently, for those of you who haven't been aware of this series for a while, he be the source of the evil in the kingdom. Trust me, watch the episode of The Suitor, or check out the time when Finn and Jake had to go to the land of the dead to save the princess plant. Peppermint Butler is definitely the source of evil in the kingdom. Anyway, so he chants and he goes to like another dimension and gets all this armor and a flaming sword to go strike down the Peacemaster. He tries to, but is unsuccessful as the Peacemaster is fighting him, and he proves to the other Seekers of the Truth Club that Peppermint Butler is the evil. But unfortunately, the rest of the citizens of the Candy Kingdom are just as dense as the guards. So the Donut Man uses his dimensional disruptor and stops the Peacemaster from destroying the Peppermint Butler, evil. To which he escapes and challenges him to which they challenge each other to a duel at the Wizard Stadium. The next morning, the Peacemaster arrives and gets ready to fight Peppermint Butler. But he has with him his 3 kids. He has Peacemaster's kids. And he turns the eldest son and eldest daughter into monsters, the very things that Peacemaster has been fighting for against. He threatens to turn the baby into a monster unless Peacemaster throws out all of his magical doodads. He pants himself, makes him walk around like a chicken, and then he tells him to eat dirt. All this time, Peacemaster is miserable, and so, as he eats the dirt, Peppermint Butler would be like, okay, I guess I went a wee bit too far. Oh, I'm sorry, Peppermint Butler, but, yeah, I guess humiliating a man and turning his children into monsters and humiliating him and making him, and humiliating him for fighting the ultimate evil. Yeah, I guess the whole dirt thing, that was the too far point, yeah. So, defeated, the Peacemaster takes his kids with him in defeat, and now they're able to do all this stuff because they're part monster. Meanwhile, Peppermint Butler returns to the Candy Kingdom and gives the princess her tea. She being none the wiser about his evil incarnation. She'd still be looking for the Peacemaster. And thus ends Nemesis. Yeah, so, well, I enjoy how they be focusing on the other characters in the series, giving people a chance to show off. I wasn't too particularly fond of this episode, especially seeing as how Peppermint Butler is, evil. And yet, the princess can't see it, or she's ignoring it and has something on standby. The Gumball Guardians are fully aware that he is evil, yet, they don't try to smite him. And everyone in the kingdom, as proven by the Truth Seekers, is pretty much a giant idiot. Giant walking idiot. Well, all the candy citizens. As for everyone else who's not a walking candy creature, I don't know. I'm guessing the level of stupidity varies. Of course, well, it is Adventure Time. It's a kid's show. You kind of have to take it in hand. So I be given Nemesis. Oh, what to be given this episode? I be given Nemesis 1 thumb down. Yeah, I didn't really particularly like this episode. Yeah, like I said, good focus on other characters, but I ain't a fan of Peppermint Butler. And his actions and the way the citizens of the Candy Kingdom were acting. I think the only redeeming factor was how Candy Car General, or whatever his rank be, was the only one who was aware of the fact that A, the Banana Guardians are pretty much useless, and B, wondering about the Rattleball soldiers. And, of course, it'd be weird that Finn and Jake and Sir Rattleballs all be AFK out of MIA for this episode in various aspect. But, well, that's all I got for this episode. It was lackluster. I didn't really enjoy it too much, but so don't hurt yourselves trying to see it. So until next time, this be Captain Jeff, reviewing and questioning Adventure Time, saying, Arr! Thank ye for watching and have a nice day.